Meeting of the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio to order. Today's date is February 8th, 2023. Our first order of business is our roll call, which will be conducted by Jeff Jones, the Commission's Legal Director.
Chair French.
Here.
Vice Chair Trumbull.
Here.
Commissioner Friedman.
Here.
Commissioner Conway.
Here.
Commissioner Dieters.
Here.
Chair French, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Our next order of business is approving the minutes from the meeting of January 26, 2023. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes as prepared?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any comments or discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Okay, the minutes as prepared are approved. All right, we're now going to go through the items on our agenda, beginning with Judge Wallstrup with all utilities. Item number 1, case 2375 AU UTC, please.
In this finding order, the Commission directs each respondent identified by the Underground Technical Committee to pay the assessed forfeiture or demonstrate why they are not in default.
Okay, is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? All right, item number 1 is approved. Moving to electric with Judge Addison. Item number 2, case 20585 ELAIR et al., please.
In this second entry on rehearing, the Commission denies the applications for rehearing filed by Nationwide Energy Partners and Interstate Gas Supply on December 17th, 2021.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 2 is approved. Item number 3, case 201651 ELAIR et al., please.
In this second entry on rehearing, the Commission grants the applications for rehearing filed by AES Ohio, Ohio Consumers Council, and Interstate Gas Supply on January 13th, 2023, for the limited purpose of further consideration of the matters specified in the applications for rehearing.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 3 is approved. Item number 4, case 21887 ELAIR et al., please.
In this entry on rehearing, the Commission grants the application for rehearing filed by Ohio Consumers Council on January 13th, 2023, for the limited purpose of further consideration of the matters specified in the application for rehearing.
Okay, is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 4 is approved. Item number 5, case 22169 ELCRS, please.
In this finding in order, the Commission dismisses the application of Bioenergy Strategy and Tactics for certification as a competitive retail electric service provider, as the company failed to file a complete application.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 5 is approved. Item number 6, case 2389 ELRDR, please.
In this entry, the Commission directs staff to issue a request for proposal for audit services to assist with the annual audit of Duke Energy Ohio's Alternative Energy Recovery Rider, with proposals being due by March 10th, 2023.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 6 is approved. Item number 7, case 192092 ELCSS, please.
In this opinion and order, the Commission finds that the complainant did not meet its burden of proof to demonstrate that the Cleveland Electric Illuminating Company billed complainant incorrectly for its electric usage from approximately August 2018 through October 2019.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 7 is approved. Item number 8, case 20767 ELCSS, please.
In this entry, the Commission dismisses the complaint without prejudice for failure to prosecute the matter.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 8 is approved. We will call item number 10, case 22730 ELCSS. That's item number 9. Thank you. And item number 10, case 22830 ELCSS together, please.
In these two entries, the Commission finds that the cases should be dismissed with prejudice, as the parties have indicated that they have resolved all issues raised in the complaints.
Okay, is there a motion for approval of items number 9 and 10, please?
Move both cases.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Items number 9 and 10 are approved. Item number 11, case 22981 ELCSS, please.
In this entry, the commission dismisses the complaint without prejudice at the request of the complainant.
Okay, is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 11 is approved. Moving to gas with Judge Shabo, item number 12, case 23119 GAUNC, please.
In this finding and order, the commission approves Dominion Energy Ohio's auction results and authorizes the company to implement revised standard choice offer and standard service offer rates beginning April 1st, 2023.
Thank you. Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 12 is approved. Moving to telephone, Judge Agranoff, item number 13, case 22829 TPORD, please.
In this entry, number proton, the commission corrects references set forth in paragraphs I-1 addressing revisions to the Ohio Administrative Code 4901:1-6-19 approved in December 14th, 2022 finding and order.
Okay, is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 13 is approved. Moving to water, also with Judge Agranoff, item number 14, case 221094 WWAIR et al., please.
In this entry, the commission selects Larkin and Associates to perform the consulting activities in case numbers 22-1094 and 22-1096.
Okay, is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 14 is approved. Moving to transportation with Judge C, item number 15, case 22266 TRCVF, please.
In this entry, the commission grants staff's motion to dismiss this case.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 15 is approved. Item number 16, case 22339 TRCVF, please.
In this entry, the commission grants staff's motion for a default judgment based on the respondent's failure to appear at the hearing.
Okay. Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 16 is approved. Item number 17, case 22560 TRCVF, please.
In this entry, the commission grants staff's motion to dismiss this case as the civil forfeiture has been paid.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 17 is approved. Item number 18, case 221012 TRCVF, please.
In this entry, the commission grants staff's request to dismiss the alleged violation.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 18 is approved. Item number 19, case 22691 TRCVF, please.
In this entry, the commission grants staff motion for a default judgment based on the respondent's failure to appear at the hearing.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 19 is approved. Item number 20, case 22860 TRCVF, please.
In this entry, the commission grants staff request to dismiss the alleged violation.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 20 is approved. Item number 21, case 22903 TRCVF, please.
In this finding and order, the commission approves the settlement agreement between staff and the respondent.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 21 is approved. Item number 22, case 2371 RRFED, please.
In this finding and order, the commission directs the railroad to install active warning devices at the specified crossing in Clinton County.
Okay. Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 22 is approved, which is the last item on our agenda today. All right, for our next order of business, as probably all of you know, Commissioner Trumbull is leaving the commission, and this is her last meeting. So as initially what I want to do is, for a moment, I want to recognize some very important guests that are here. So first are her children that are here, her parents. Beth's sister is here. You can raise your hand if you like. And dun dun dun, Beth's fiance is here. Thank you all. And your brother, I'm sorry, and her brother.
That's it. Yeah, my fiance.
Thank you. Also, we have a number of former commissioners and chairs that are here today. So I want to take a moment to recognize you, Alan Schreiber, Awesome Hawk, Cheryl Roberto, Lynn Butler, Valerie Lemmy, Don Mason, and Tom Johnson. Thank you all for being here today. Now we have a proclamation, but before we do that, I'm going to open it up to my fellow commissioners who all would like to say a couple of words. We'll start with Commissioner Friedemann, please.
I have attained precious little wisdom in my life, but that paucity that I do have, I attribute to my grandfather. And he told me once that when you assess an individual, it's important to assess what the individual does, but it's equally important to assess how that individual conducts himself or herself as he or she goes through life. So in working with Beth, it did not take me long to appreciate the humility and the talent and the compassion and the professionalism with which she conducts herself. And through the course of the last several years that have flown by, I've grown to recognize that there has been no one at this commission who has tried more indefatigably and more assiduously to promote the interests of Ohioans than Beth Trumbull has. So my partner to the right leaves a huge void as she moves on in life, but equally important, she leaves a real legacy of public service that we would all do well to emulate. So Beth, congratulations. I'll miss you.
Thank you, Larry.
Commissioner Dieters.
Yeah, I'm going to go on the record and express that I'm not ready for this. I was not properly consulted, I think, Beth. Well, Beth and I met my first day, obviously, here on the commission, and we connected. We're both from Cincinnati. My friend Rick, her brother, who was missed in the announcements, was my high school classmate. So we made an immediate connection, and she quickly became our friend. I actually called my wife one day driving back to Cincinnati and said, "I've got a friend." And you know, going into a new job, it's always good to have someone that's there for you. I quickly realized that it wasn't a Cincinnati connection. Beth Trumbull is friends with everyone. And everybody in this organization knows that and feels that. So when we look at her legacy, I think that that's probably at the top of the list for me. And you can see that in an organization that believes in each other. And Beth has been a good friend to all of us. She's been a tremendous mentor to me, understanding not just the law and the way that the commission works, but some of the things that might not be in books. A lifetime and a career that's well served in the service to our state. So I'm grateful to you. The commission is grateful to you, and the state should be grateful for what you've given us. Thank you.
Commissioner Conway.
Oh, thank you. Well, just a few comments. It's hard to add anything more of great distinction or value beyond what's already been said, which has been said very well. But Beth, I just want to say it's been a complete pleasure working with you the last 5.5, almost 6 years now. First of all, you were very welcoming when I came on board, and you've always been a very kind and an open colleague. Your door's always open. You're always willing to have a conversation about whatever the topic might be. You've always been interested and engaged in your work, very important. As I mentioned, you're collegial and inclusive in the manner that you approach your work. You're diligent and attentive to your duties. You have represented and worked very hard on behalf of all of our stakeholders here at the commission, which is a tribute. Not always easy to do, but I think you've done a good job in accomplishing that objective. And you've always done it with good humor and a positive outlook. And maybe one of the most, in my mind, one of the most telling and important, valuable attributes is that you've done it with consistency. Not always recognized, but my mind is the mark of a successful professional, to be consistent in their job, to do it day in and day out. So thank you for the opportunity to work with you, and good luck.
Thank you. So I've only known Beth for 2 years, and it seems like a lot longer. And that's, I mean, in a good way, of course. But, you know, it's really because of the kind of person that you are, I think. You are all in. And I think that's what I'm hearing from everybody else. When I came to the commission, I had no idea what to expect, and I was a true outsider. I knew no one. And you were so kind and welcoming and just incredibly supportive, and you have been for the last 2 years. So, you know, whether you're in the role of a colleague, a mother, a sister, a fiance, a daughter, a friend, everybody on the other side of that is better for it. So thank you. Congratulations.
Don't cry.
I'm going to cry. There's no crying in commission meetings?
No crying.
No, there's not. So thank you very much. Okay, so next we have, folks, this is the first time that one of these has been framed, and it's because it was so long, because we could not contain her accomplishments in something that goes into a folder. So here we are. So I'm going to read this proclamation. I'm going to do my best here. Sorry. All right. Whereas M. Beth Trumbold has been a dedicated public servant to the state of Ohio for more than 30 years. And whereas during her career, Beth has served under 6 governors and 9 Public Utilities Commission of Ohio chairmen, all while providing each administration with astute and wise counsel on policies and issues. And whereas in 1992, Beth began her career with the Ohio Legislative Service Commission Fellowship Program, then served as legislative aide in the Ohio Senate from 1993 to 1996. And whereas Beth joined the PUCO in 1996, where she has worked in a skilled and professional manner for 26 years, first as Director of Legislative Affairs, then as Director of the Office of Public Affairs, and then the Director of Economic Development and Public Affairs. In 2002, she was chosen by her colleagues and awarded the esteemed Frank B. Richards Award for Excellence in Management and Public Service. And whereas Beth has led legislative efforts on many important utility regulation issues, including electric restructuring, natural gas choice, and telecommunications reform. And whereas in 2012, Beth served the Ohio Department of Development as Assistant Director before returning to the PUCO. And whereas Beth has served as Commissioner to the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio for 10 years, being appointed by Governor John Kasich in 2013 and reappointed in 2018. And whereas Commissioner Trombold was selected as Vice Chair of the Commission in 2016 and served as Interim Chair in 2019 and again in 2020 through 2021. And whereas Commissioner Trombold co-led the Commission's effort to develop Power Forward, a 2-year initiative wherein Ohio was nationally recognized in state's efforts to modernize the electric grid. And whereas Commissioner Trombold is a member of the Mid-Atlantic Conference of Regulatory Utilities Commissioners, MACRUC, and the National Association of Regulatory Utility Commissioners, NARUC, where she has served on the Committee on Energy Resources and the Environment, the Committee on Electricity as co-vice chair, the Washington Action Program, and the Advancing Women Leaders in Energy Project, and whereas Commissioner Trombold spent countless hours representing Ohio in the organization of PJM states, OPSI, over many years, including serving as president of the OPSI board in 2015 through 2016. And whereas being known for her knowledge, leadership, and ability to work with all constituencies, Commissioner Trombold has earned the respect of PUCO staff, federal, state, and local officials, as well as industry and consumer advocates. And whereas with grace and stamina, Beth has managed the pressures of her responsibilities at the commission with her busy family life of raising 3 children, Abby, Katie, and Will, while at the same time attending school to obtain a master's degree from the Ohio State University. And whereas Beth, also a proud Ohio University Bobcat, received in 2012 the Outstanding State Government Alumnus Award for the Voinovich School of Leadership and Public Affairs at Ohio University. And whereas Beth has, over a long and distinguished career, served both the PUCO and the citizens of the state of Ohio with integrity, earning the esteem, loyalty, and trust of those who have had the honor to work with her. And whereas Beth's departure from the PUCO leaves a void that will be hard to fill, as she leaves many friends and colleagues who have valued and relied on her steadfast support over many years. Now, therefore, be it resolved that on this 8th day of February 2023, the chairs, commissioners, and staff of the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio congratulate M. Beth Trombold on her years of outstanding dedicated service and offer sincere gratitude and best wishes for happiness and success in all of her future endeavors. Congratulations.
Guess we're gonna do a picture, so bear with us. Your white hair. Okay, so that was a lot. Thank you for sitting through that. I appreciate it. Whew. Yeah, I'm so overwhelmed by all the people here, and I really appreciate all the faces I see out there and all the waves. Hi there. So I have attended and spoken at retirements and goodbyes for many years, and never did I really think about the day it would come for me to do those things. There are still people at the PUCO who have recently left with more years of service, and here that are here with more years of service and haven't left yet. So how do you adequately say goodbye? How do you say thank you? I don't know, but I'm going to try. So I recently had the opportunity to be a guest on our PUCO all-staff Teams events. So they're online, Jen's on them every couple weeks and giving updates on the commission. Because of the pandemic, that was a great way to interact with the staff. And I was interviewed by Matt Schilling, our Public Affairs Director, and it really made me think about the changes I've seen over the last 25 years here at the PUCO. So some of this might be a little repetitive if you tuned in, but I talked about how when I arrived at the commission in '96 after working at the Ohio legislature, things were a little different than they are today. This was called the Borden Building, and Borden was actually in this building, most of the floors. There was a cafeteria on the 17th floor and a convenience store in the lobby. And most notably, technology was nothing like it is today. Good old-fashioned paper, the landline telephone were what I used in my office. And fax machines and copy machines were high-tech at that time, if you can remember those days. There was no internet, no PUCO website, no social media, no email, although we did have an internal all-in-one system, which was pretty cutting edge at the time. It's true, my kids and college kids today have never known a world without the internet, so this would have been a really strange place for them at that time. There were no laptops, no Wi-Fi, no cell phone deployment to speak of, and I was issued a pager on my first day of work. And Jeff Jones confirmed that we did not ever regulate pagers here at the PUCO, in case you were wondering. There was no texting or checking email and social media during meetings. Clearly, cybersecurity was not a thing back then. So that's good news, right? Yet the important work of the PUCO got done. Orders were written, hearings were had without a webcast. Close to 100,000 people a year would call our toll-free consumer 800 number to get questions answered, and the list goes on. Amazing, right? Docketing down the hall used to be a hotbed of people because it was crowded, especially after our commission meetings. People were waiting for hard copies of the commission-signed orders. There was no electronic version available. The trucking industry was deregulated in the 70s and 80s, and the Federal Telecommunications Act of '96 passed the year I started. Remember that, Lynn Butler? She was our guru on that. These changes were focused on promoting competition, reducing regulation, securing lower prices, quality of service, and encouraging new technologies. Natural gas wasn't far behind, and a commission pilot program was in full swing. There was no electric choice. Senate Bill 3 didn't pass for 4 more years, enabling electric choice, but a bill had been introduced repeatedly at the Ohio legislature for years. Truth be told, this was one of the reasons I came to the PUCO, because I wanted to work on that intricate legislation since it was becoming ripe for passage at the time. It had my interest as the next big challenge. Very different times, policy changes, law changes, technology changes, all created so many changes in our everyday commission life. I think you get the picture. There's been a lot of change during my tenure at the PUCO in the last 25 years. I can only imagine what the next 25 years will hold and who will be sitting in my seat giving their comments at the next time. As I thought of these remarks, you would think I would be used to change, right? I guess I am, some ways. I'm used to change, but it's the people who make this workplace hard to leave. There are people are what makes the institution. And it's also knowing we have an important mission every day to serve all Ohioans, ensuring adequate, safe, reliable service at a fair price. Not many jobs touch so many people in a fundamental way. It's not something my colleagues up here I ever take for granted either. As Jen said, I worked for 24 commissioners. I had to go back through the list. Jill Coker helped me. I don't think I missed anyone. And that includes 9 chairs and 5 different governors. I had a front row seat to so many leadership styles. All of them contributed to this agency. But let's face it, it's the staff who really make this place work. I know this because I was a member of the staff, remember? We relied on them and still do for so many things, and I'm so grateful for the dedication, sound advice, and expertise I've been given. We couldn't do our jobs as commissioners without them. And so it's been a privilege and an honor to be part of this agency. I'm so proud of the work we've done here. They say when you leave a place, especially after 25 years, you leave a piece of yourself behind. Maybe that's what makes it so hard to leave. But I will take all the memories with me too. So thank you for coming today, and this is my last So Moved, Chair French. Thank you.
Thank you. Any additional comments from fellow commissioners, staff? Okay. All right, the next commission meeting will take place here in this hearing room on February 22nd, 2023. No other comments. We are adjourned. Thank you.